It'll generate hundreds of millions for schools.
We'll lose hundreds of millions for our schools.
As governor, I can promise you that money will go to education.
We all remember them, emotional, dramatic commercials, first in 2008, then again 2012, appealing to voters to approve gambling in Maryland because it would mean millions in additional money for Maryland school children.
And with independent audits required by law, Question 7 means millions for Maryland schools, guaranteed.
Slots for Tots it was called, and it passed. But Comptroller Franchot, a target of the gaming industry, was a vocal opponent.
The problem is that it was always a hoax, and continues to be a hoax, perpetrated on the public.
A hoax because our WJZ investigation reveals, and what most Marylanders did not and do not realize, is hidden in the language of the law. The gambling money funds but does not add to the state's education budget.
The voters thought that they were voting for this totally new pot of money for education, and they didn't get it.
And it didn't raise the bottom line for education.
No.
To illustrate, these blue chips represent the money the state spends on our schools. These red chips, the money the casinos put into the Education Trust Fund. Well, once that money is added, the state can just take that amount and put it in the general fund. The budget doesn't change, the pot doesn't grow, no additional money.
If we didn't have a single casino, we would be spending exactly the same amount of money.
And we are talking a lot of money, close to $2 billion since slots were legalized. Meanwhile, children freezing classrooms, schools closed because of broken furnaces, faulty heating systems. Districts struggle with inadequate budgets, and our newsroom is inundated with emails and phone calls from frustrated voters asking, what about the casino money?
How come it's not coming to our schools?
That very question led veteran delegate Maggie McIntosh to get her staff to take a close look at the law. Guess what she found?
Lo and behold, the language did lead you to believe you were voting for new, additional funding.
And that revelation has McIntosh and Senator Joan Carter Conway co-sponsoring a bill to protect the Education Trust Fund money and to make sure in the future those millions become an additional source of money for our schools, our children.
Over a period of 4 years, we are going to increasingly make it 25%, 50, 75, and then 100% supplemental on top of the formula.
Do you think this will pass?
Yes.